It's a video by Mayim Bialik. She's an Emmy Award-winning actress and neuroscientist. She's best known for her show, The Big Bang Theory. She also has her own website, and she does post videos on YouTube talking about several topics that are important to her. And this one video that I watched recently was discussing basically the intention of language and how we, as a society, tend to interchange the word women for girls. And in talking about women, we often use examples like, oh, see that girl over there, or that girl looks hot, or something like that, when we're actually referring to women. So that's basically what it is.
Sorry, folks, I have to do this. We have to stop calling women girls. Why? Because it matters what we call people. Language matters. Words have meaning. And the way we use words changes the way we frame things in our mind.
I do not disagree with her with what she has said throughout the whole video, but I don't think this is something worth crying about, worth complaining about. Honestly, the first story that she talked about was when she went to that bar and heard those guys saying, "Hey, look at that hot girl over there," or whatever. Honestly, if I were in that room and heard that, I really wouldn't have thought of a child being in that room, in that bar. I would have thought, oh, like a hot chick. Because she also goes on to say that, words are important. We got to choose our words wisely and, use the words that mean what they mean, right? But also words can put on different meanings depending on what culture you're in, depending on who is saying the word and how they are using it and who they are saying it to, What I'm trying to say is, let's not be offended by something that doesn't really need to be so offensive, I just feel like
I get it.
I used to be an extreme feminist too. I used to get really offended by little things that guys did. If I tried to hold a door open for a guy and they, came to me and they were like, "Oh, no, I'll take the door, you go in." I used to get really mad about that.
I know.
But now I'm just like, you know what? Like, he's just being nice. That's just part of our culture. That's how guys show respect to women.
I think it depends on the setting. Like you mentioned earlier, like being in a bar and you say, like, look at those girls over there, right? And then there's the idea that, well, I as a guy want to be called a boy. I think it depends on the context. If you're in a bar, look at that group of boys. I don't think being in a bar is a much more casual setting. But if you're in like a professional setting, and you say, go and get the girls, and you mean your coworkers, you need to be more professional. You need to use the right words in that kind of setting.
Personally, I've been using the word boys. Like when even when I'm in, like a professional setting, I'm like, "Get ready, boys." And nobody ever corrected me on it. But in our communication, just a response to me, one of my managers was like, "Gents, get ready." For me, that was like an aha moment that maybe these gents don't like being called boys. And men and women, I think that word is the worst.
It just sounds bad to say, right?
Yeah, exactly. It sounds bad to say. It's like, it's hard to pinpoint what is wrong with it, but you can be a stunt man and you can be a stunt woman. You can be a woman boxer and a male boxer, but when it comes to desk jobs or, something not physical, I would rather be a gent and a lady, because I never call anybody a woman, I'm always like lady, because I think that shows respect. Woman, what are you, woman? Do you want to add anything?
It does depend on the culture, because in some cultures, if you address a woman, as a woman, it's very respectful. It's like, that's how you do it. But in some cultures, it's like, it's more like, woman, like, get out of my sight, or it's like, in some cultures, if you use the word woman, it's supposed to be like undermining. So it really just depends on the culture that you're in.
What bothers me is the etymology of it. See, because it's wo-man. The man is still there. So when you call her a lady, that's giving her own word. It's like, as I told Bree earlier, right? I'm fine with lion and lioness and tiger and tigress, but I prefer cocks and hens. I'm going to end with that.